Very kind, Edward. I just don't understand how a loan freely given with no strings attached.
No strings.
Somehow turned into you trying to run my life.
You know something, my dear? I wish that you had had the opportunity to grow up in this house with Emily. That way you'd know how the Quartermains do things. You see, I look at you as my granddaughter just as I looked at Emily. And I'm just as interested in your future as I was in hers. I want you to have a good, productive life, and I want you to be happy. And that will never happen with Nicholas Cassadine.
With all due respect, Mr. Quartermain, you don't know that.
Oh, I do, my dear. I never wanted Emily to become involved with Nicholas in the first place. He's descended from a long line of inbred, murderous lunatics, and in the brief time she was with him, she was assaulted and terrorized. He was the reason she was in that godforsaken castle that night that she died. And our Emily gave up her life, literally, for the love of Nicholas Cassadine, and I will not allow you to do it.
Since when is that your call to make?
You know what, Johnny? I'm not going to act like Claudia's been faithful to me when she hasn't, and I'm not going to allow her to pass Rick's kid off as mine.
Well, I'd be surprised if the DNA test results convince you that this is your baby. But you know what, Sonny? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I love this baby, and I'm going to take care of it, and I'm going to give it a good life. That's all I want. I hope you want the same thing.
We'll see.
What the hell is that? We'll see?
It's hate. Don't take it. Don't buy into it. Don't.
Your brother seems a little tense right now. Does that mean you're hiding something, Johnny?
I have to go, so I'm going to go early. I have to be there early to fill out some paperwork at Dr. Lee's office.
Well, you're not going anywhere right now without me, right?
I'm not going to switch the test results, Sonny. I don't have any reason to.
Then you don't mind me coming with you?
Fine, if that's what you want. But we have to go right now. I have to be there early. Or if you know, if you wanted to, you could just stay here and tell Johnny about how you banged his whore last night.
Nothing chills like it. Tim Hortons Ice Cap, just $1.79.
Thanks so much for helping out. Oh, Activia, that's not my usual.
Well, you just wrote yogurt, so I got you my favorite.
Activia contains BL regularis, a probiotic culture unique to Danone. That's why it's Canada's best-selling yogurt.
When you have a migraine, don't be afraid of the... For Liquid Fast migraine relief, I'm gonna let it shine. Liquid Fast Advil. Let it shine.
Don't let sensitive teeth get between you and the foods you love. Start enjoying them again with Colgate Sensitive. Specially formulated to relieve pain caused by sensitive teeth. And it tastes great. Colgate Sensitive. Recommended by dental professionals.
Ford has great news this summer. Now everybody gets employee pricing, so you pay what we pay. That could mean up to $15,000 in price adjustments. Plus, we're inviting you to take the Drive One Challenge, because we believe once you drive a Ford, you won't want to drive anything else. With employee pricing, there's no better time to buy a Ford. Get your employee price at your local Ford store or Ford.ca.
What's the difference between women?
He's smart, handsome, loves wine,
and men?
We have to make your hair longer. Men like something to grab onto. Ow!
Katherine Heigl, Gerard Butler, The Ugly Truth. Special sneak preview tomorrow.
There's a refreshing new way to enjoy your Tim Hortons coffee. Served over ice. creamy. Tim Hortons new iced coffee, just $1.39. Always a great value.
Always Tim Hortons.
A faith healer draws attention.
It looked like the girl brought the kid back.
What exactly did you see?
When the girl had her hands out, I saw energy coming out of the baby's body.
Do you have any idea how dangerous it would be if that fell into the wrong hands? You really think that this girl can heal people?
There are a lot of things I can't explain.
He may not be alone.
If I can read minds, there's got to be other people out there that can too.
That's why you came. You wanted to know if there was another mind freak like you.
A new episode of The Listener. Tonight at 10/9 Central on CTV. This program is brought to you by CTVOlympics.ca, Canada's most comprehensive Olympic site, featuring exclusive video and the latest news on Vancouver 2010.
I'm no expert, but if you ask a girl to marry you even after great sex, and she tells you she's got to get to work, she's either obsessed with her career or she's running away because the answer's no. I'm sorry.
Can't rule out a third option, however.
There is no third option. There's yes and there's no.
After a night of rare passion, after the cries of joy.
Spinelli, I get it. I don't need the details. Okay,
Maximista may have been swept away by your unexpected invitation.
Hey, enough! Let's bring it down a little bit.
All I'm saying was the proposal was as spontaneous and wild as the night before, and indeed the morning after. So maybe she doubted my sincerity.
She said no?
No, she never said no. She never said no. All night, in fact. So, look, I know you can help me out. Please, just try.
I'll give it a shot. Metamorphically speaking.
Okay,
All right.
I await your instruction. Please, give me advice as to how to propose to Maximista in such a way that it will guarantee an affirmative response.
Not marry Spinelli just to make him happy. It'll never work. My parents are the perfect example of that.
What? Your parents are like legendary. People are still talking about their first wedding and great romance.
Yes, they loved each other, there is no question, but my dad isn't marriage material just like you. He tried to be, but he couldn't do it, and they ultimately wanted different things, just like you and Spinelli.
Okay. So how am I supposed to tell Spinelli that I love him with all of my heart and basically want to be around him all the time? I just don't want to get married.
Hello, ladies. So nice to see you at your desks. And yet, are those phones rolling to voicemail?
Oh, they're back in order, thank God.
Nice save, Lulu. I'm sure that you're lying, but at least I know you can think on your feet. You may update my phone sheet. Maxie, you can get me the Coletta proofs. You know, that photo session that I approved, and you completely changed without my permission while I was away.
Created July 16, 2009. Using the guitar chords.
So sorry, Edward. I have a quick temper. I'm sure Emily never yelled at you like that.
Oh, on the contrary. Emily could shout down this entire family if the situation warranted. But you know, it might be kind of nice to have this kind of spunk in this house once again.
F at 9 at the 5th fret and F at 9 at the 3rd fret.
My situation is different from Emily.
This song is going to be called My Situation is Different.
She was a teenager and I'm an adult. Yeah, I'm going into this with eyes wide open.
My dear, I'm afraid you haven't lived in Port Charles long enough to know what you're getting into with Nicholas.
Oh, are you talking about the grandmother? I'm not afraid of her.
You should be. That whole family is unstable. Nicholas could snap like that in just a second. He has spent months wandering around that mausoleum mourning for the dead family.
It's going to actually be called
You Look So Much Like Her.
I understand that a part of Nicholas is always going to be in love with Emily, but he has feelings for me too.
He wouldn't have looked at you twice if you weren't her identical twin.
That's true, Edward, but we
look
never
so
have a
much
chance to see
like
if our
her.
relationship can go anywhere.
Oh, that was a very
look so much like her.
It was well reasoned. It was effective.
Well,
and the emotion was nice.
Reasoned.
But if you want that $10,000, you're going to move into this house.
If you want $10,000, move in here. Well, Don't let anyone put conditions on you. If you do that, then they might just own you too. Well,
what do you think of Lulu
she
trying
looks
to
like her.
get the family together?
She looks like her.
Sorry, Ethan, I don't mean to be.
There's one person who likes her because she looks like her.
It's about Rebecca.
Well, I'm not interested in discussing Rebecca with you.
I don't blame you for being territorial. You know, she's a very pretty girl. She's also very good at 5-card. She plays a mean game of blackjack, not even I can beat her. But see, Rebecca has a problem saying what she really wants. So I'm